Demand our rights, demand our country back. Show these brave men and women that have bled and died for our freedom that they didn't do it in vain. They didn't do it for no reason. Our government has declared our founding fathers the original domestic terrorists. Our founding fathers, the people that gave us our freedom, that took our freedom from the British. There's too much to say, too much wrong, not enough time to say it. You all know what's wrong. You all can see what's wrong. Think about it. Stop. Do something about it. Stand up. I promise you, very soon it'll be way too late to try.
Thank you, Ron. So I think we've covered just about everything on the corruptions other than one other thing. We have a serious issue with the police corruption in this country. We have Baltimore in eruption, Ferguson here in Missouri went in eruption. For what? Because of policy. The way I see it, our policies are unjustly done. Our police officers act too much like military and they've forgotten their community policing. We're not the enemy. And the minute the police officers start treating people like what? Criminals, even when we're not criminals, that becomes a problem. So no matter which way we look at it, we're being demoralized and criminalized. Doesn't matter if they take our children. Doesn't matter if they pull us over. Doesn't matter if we're sitting in our home. They find reason to harass us. The way I see it is it's their training. It's not the policeman's fault. And yeah, of course, there's always a few bad apples. So I still give support to them. We just got to teach them how to do it a better way. And that's what it comes down to. Our country needs to be taught to do a better way. Because what they're doing to us, stealing our children, and that's the most important, kidnapping our children from dollars, and thinks it's okay without no immunity. We have no accountability. We have innocent families that are standing out here today that spoke today, that told you their stories of what actually happened to them. No reason at all. Police reports that say exceptionally clears, no evidence of any type, but yet they terminate parental rights and steal the children. We've talked to children that live this system and how they express themselves and how abused they were inside foster care, how abused they were from the adopted parents. And then you heard from the child from the left behind, the one that got left behind, that got to stay with the family, and how much better it was for her and how much she missed her brother and how much she much rather had him home. And what it does, the whole system, how the family falls apart. We spoke with grandmothers that are suffering as well. We spoke with veterans. But I think we've covered everything for Law Day. You know, Law Day is about equality and justice. How can you really take a celebration of Law Day across the nation on a holiday that Eisenhower set forth for us on May 1st, 1958, for equality and justice, and to remember that we're Americans, if there's no equal justice, if we don't have due process, if we have secrecy in the courts, how can that be okay? Where are our Americans to stand up and say no more? Don't any of you care about your rights, or are you too busy trying to make a buck and get rich? Because that ain't going to help you. They're going to take that away from you too, because they're already stealing people's homes. They're taxating you and extorting you. They're trying to tax gasoline even more. We're one of the highest tax states there is. You know? So how much more money they're going to take from us? You know, most of us only make $7-8 an hour. They'll take 6 months just to get enough money just to be able to survive throughout the year. Before that's after we pay all our taxes. Most of our money goes to taxes. That's extortion. Just straight up extortion. So They're stealing our children for money. They're using the money that we pay them. It's our tax dollars that are paying it. And you guys are sitting there saying it's okay and turning a blind eye and not caring and walking past us and not stepping to lend an ear and say, what's wrong? What is the real problem? Let's hear it. Let's see it. If you got evidence, let's see it. Well, I got evidence. I have solid proof that this system is crooked. The system has corruption. I have the police report that says exceptionally cleared. I have the TPR that says there was no chemical dependency. No evidence of it. No evidence of any mental disease or defect. No evidence of any type of abuse. No sexual, no emotional, no physical to that child or any child in the family. But yet they terminated. They terminated for a mayhap. So everybody walking to their buses or cars or anywhere else, you may have get hit by a car. You may have trip and bust your nose. You may have do that. And if your child does that, your child's being taken and be put in the system in foster care. Because it's a mayhap. Oh, don't let your child go on the street. It may happen. You're going to lose your child. Mayhaps. And that's the most important word that you got to learn is mayhap. Mayhap makes it the best interest of the child. Famous last words. What's the definition of best interest of the child? There's no definition that's listed of what the best interest is. But yet the 14th Amendment clearly states that there ain't no absolute proof of abuse and no absolute proof of any immediate harm. They can't remove the children from the birth mother. The 14th Amendment states that, but they do. What happened to the government not interfering with the family upbringing? They do that too. Why is family law that takes children away not in the criminal courts? If there is child abuse, it needs to be in the criminal court system. It needs to have transparency. And if they're abusing their children, they need to go to jail. And the children shouldn't be isolated from their family. The children should be staying with their family. And the abuser needs to be kept away from the child and the family. Why punish the child more? Why? The child has suffered enough. Why hurt the family more than what is already hurt? Why only just take the abuser and leave the child in a safe environment, a loving, caring environment that people love their children. Grandparents love their children. Why make money on these? That money that they got for an incentive can be placed for veterans, for help for the veterans. That money can be placed for family usage, for the needy families. That money can be used to help the poverty levels. That money can be used for a lot of other things than stealing our children. Better results. We need a better legislation in here. We need somebody writing better laws. And family law just needs to be gone. Because it shouldn't be there. Because it's a direct violation of the Constitution under 14th Amendment, Article 2. Because it deprives your family, deprives you of life, liberty, and property. And no law should be made that way. It says it. The Constitution states it. That no government, no legislation shall pass a law that deprives the rights of people without due process. So if you don't got no due process in that court system shouldn't exist. Secret courts should not be allowed. That's too much training. That's terrorism. That's treason. Why allow the American families to be destroyed? Why allow the American families to be hurt in this manner? Our job is to protect our future for 7 generations. 7. Right now, we'll be lucky to make another generation. Our children have lost their family morals and values. And if they didn't lose their family and morals and values, look at Ferguson. Look at Baltimore. Those are all kids. Kids are doing that. If these kids had their family morals and values, they wouldn't be burning down the cities. If these kids had family morals and values, they wouldn't be rioting. They'd be doing exactly what I'm doing right here, practicing our civil liberties in the correct fashion, because they would have morals and values. But they don't. They don't know the American way. That's our job and responsibility as families, to teach them the American way. But yet we're stripped of that right. I appreciate every single person that did come out here. I want to send my love and many blessings to all of you. I want to say God bless the veterans, and God bless the troops that are out in Afghanistan, and God bless our military that's serving this country. And God bless the souls of those police officers that are trying everything they can with what training they do have. So I appreciate your support. I would want to suggest, if you see us on Facebook, our Facebook account is MAFA LLC, Mothers Against Family Abuse. The video will be posted up to this event. It'll tell you all the details of what's going on here. Share it. Expose it. Do your part. Let's bust the door wide open on this. Let's get these laws changed. Let's just get these people to listen, and let's defend our Constitution the right way, because peace should always be first option. Peace, not war. I thank you for your time. God bless you. And you guys can all leave. Thanks.